Hello, I'm Mykel Hawk, and this is the introduction of the Mykel Hawk brand, compliments of Smoky Mountain Knife Works. We've got about a handful of products here that I'd like to let you know about, and we got a whole bunch more coming. I'm really excited. What I like about all my products is this is not like some of the other people out there who just take a knife and put their name on it. Every one of these came from my head, from my experience. That's why they might look a little bit funny at first, but every one of them has a design and an intent and purpose for every single cut and every single angle. This is a handful of the things that we have available right now. We have about 25 more products coming out. Show you some samples of what I have. This is just a little teeny carry knife, mostly for self-defense. What I wanted was a real close to full-size handle for strength, and I want deadly cutting on all sides that are exposed, so that gives you maximum efficiency and meaning factor, but also maximum control and power. I'm going to jump up here to this big one, talk about this knife. One of the reasons I like this knife so much is in survival you need a good mid-range weapon that will not only do your little work but do your heavy chopping for you. But the big factor between a fixed blade and a folder is the protection that you have on a folding knife is that handguard. So we designed a patented handguard that flips out, and now you never have to worry about your hand getting tired and losing your fingers and then dying from gangrene infection out in the jungle. So with that said, this one is just more like an everyday carry, smaller version of the Harrier. Pull it out and use it. If you're going to be using it for a while, you flip out your little hand guards, and now you're nice and protected. Now, what's really cool about these are first generation. Second generation, these little things are going to flip out and lock. You press the detent to pull them in, and now you've got actually a survival knife and a fighting knife you can actually use for blocking and parrying. Okay, these right here are my general purpose or GP knives, and what I really like about them is that they're lightweight, they're strong, they do everything that you need to do, not too big, not too small. And what I really like is this special finish on this is called Blackstone. They made this originally for my knife, and what it does is it gives you that sort of industrial or used look. It's kind of military, kind of tactical, but it's not flashy, shiny black, and it's not a flat black. Or if you want to go cool, we got all kinds of cloak camouflage patterns put on here. Some of them I designed, and what I like about it's not just lip gloss. We took this out and beat it up with a hammer, and that stuff does not come off. The reason we have this knife designed this way is so that you can whittling. Belly cut is for making notches. This angle here is for chopping. That's for slicing. That's for incising, and that's for making a trough, like if you got to dig out a bowl. But what's really cool is this part of the handle is made so that you can make an actual hunting spear with it. And the reason is, not everybody's good at lashing. And you take a knife and you tie it to a stick and you try to stab a pig or a bear. If you haven't done a good job, it's going to fall off. But with these holes and these indents, it's easy for anyone to secure this to a spear and make a real fighting spear very fast with a lot less lashing. This little bad boy here is what I call my tuxedo knife. Simple tool, lots of variations. This is my style, a lot of nice bells and whistles, but you can have it when you're in your suit, your tuxedo, and know that you got everything you need to survive right there, okay? This little bad boy here, little neck knife or boot knife, great little fighter, great little survival tool, so you always got what you need on you. These little arrowheads, every one of them came out of my head for different purposes, for going after frogs, for going after birds, for going after squirrel, for going after snakes. These ones here are kind of more along the lines of fun, but every once in a while, if you've got some blades at your disposal that you can use for throwing, you might be able to tag yourself a little rabbit that's a little farther away than you can get up on, but also every one of them is strong enough to be a good survival knife all by itself. So you got 3 times what you need, plus you got some throwing tools. This lighter right here, this is mostly just a fun thing for right now. It's just a lighter. I always say carry a lighter. You never want to have to rub sticks together. But I'm also designing for Zippo a survival case. Everything you need fits right in that same Zippo case. This right here is the classic Fisher space pen. Now this is great because you can always have a pen, but you also always have a self-defense tool if you need it. This right here, the hasp, one of my special babies. My first foreign language was Russian. I was in during the Cold War. I fought against the Spetsnaz and then with the Spetsnaz. Those guys are really efficient with their e-tool. They would practice flipping and throwing at wood and hitting targets with these. So I said, why not make a tool that's really good for a soldier like an e-tool, but also actually doubles as a hand-to-hand weapon should it come down to it. So you have your shovel, you have your hatchet or your axe, you've got your pick, and you've got your hammer with your extra little blade on the inside there. It works. I've survived with this. I've dug a 2-man foxhole with this thing, but also if you get in a hand-to-hand situation, there's nothing that anybody's going to come out on top if you come after them with this bad boy. And this machete right here, the Hawke Shetty, near and dear to my heart. My favorite place to survive is the jungle because everything in there can eat you, but also you can eat everything in the jungle. And I've been all over Asia, Africa, Latin America. This machete that I designed, I've used and survived in the jungles of Costa Rica, Panama, and even in Colombia with active duty special forces guys. And I can honestly say I've never wielded a better machete in my life. Primarily because you got the blade on the top and the bottom, I'm using half the energy and getting twice the work done. And for a survivor, that's everything. And that's just an introduction to some of the Hawke Daddy product line. So come on and check out some of the knives and some of the new things we got coming out, like survival hats, survival watches, survival boots at MykelHawkKnives.com. Thank you.